Now, talking about Olympic qualification, of course, may I also remind the viewers that the team that wins now into the circle. It was Tom Bone, was it?
It was Tom Bone, but how crucial a tackle was that from Jugraj Singh? Just brought it out in the nick of time. Hardik on the ball, goes aerial, space on the left.
Yes, Hardik is going to be an extremely critical cog for India in the midfield, of course. There's another man in the midfield who's critical. Vivek Sagar Prasad passes it to Rajinder. India trying to make their first attack. On to Subjit. Into the circle. No, Mandeep. It was a little bit too wide for him. But positive start there. Shane McLeod, the Belgian coach.
Yeah, he did say he was a little disappointed with the first quarter that they played yesterday and wanted to set that right. Yes, India with some lively movement early in the quarter.
How big a test is it going to be for India against a Belgian unit that has done so well yesterday, especially considering the fact that they bounced back? That would certainly lift their confidence.
Yeah, definitely. Not just that. Remember, in the last meeting of these two teams at the Aslan Shah, Belgium went on to win that, though narrowly. Yes, at the moment, they will have the tails up, the Belgians.
Absolutely. In fact, the last time these two teams faced off was at the Aslan Shah Cup. It was the final, in fact. And in the final, Belgium beat India 1-0. It was the first time that Belgium won the Sultan Aslan Shah Cup. It's an invitational tournament with a lot of history, of course. India managed to get possession back in their half. And just a bit of a scramble there between India and Belgium. As Belgium try to get into the circle, they do. This could be a possible chance. It's a penalty corner. So India concede a penalty corner early in the first quarter.
Yeah, good strong run into the D by the Belgian forwards, using the baseline, played it back, and then finding the foot of Jugraj. That was, he looked for a lifted ball, but not to be. He was crouching, finding the foot, and Belgium have their first penalty corner.
It's a test for Suraj Karkera. Remember, Amit Rohidas is not starting, so it'll be interesting to see who's going to be the first rusher for India. You can see Labuschagne is ready on one battery, and it's going to be Alexander Hendricks as well alongside him. Let's see whether they'll go for the youngster. No, they go for Hendricks. The first rusher does extremely well to stop that, and it's a good bit of a team effort by the Indian unit, backed up by the captain as well.
It was Vivek Sagar Prasad with the first charge, but the danger is not done. Belgium still with the ball on the right, playing it back and trying to change the point of attack.
Good work there by Vivek Sagar Prasad. First rushing, you've got to have a different mentality. Now Belgium again threatening the Indian circle. Let's have a look at what happened there.
Yeah, good injection, and look at the line Vivek Sagar Prasad has taken. The angle was difficult. He did well to change his direction while running after the ball was injected.
ओके ब्रो ओके बट यार पता क्या है इधर पता क्या है जब मैं क्रिकेट की लाइव स्ट्रीम करता हूँ ना तो पता क्या है तो वो ना मतलब ब्लॉक कर देते हैं मेरी लाइव जो है ना मतलब कि यूट्यूब वाले ना मेरा मतलब कि लाइव बैन कर देते हैं इस वजह से फिर हॉकी का ही लाइव चला सकता हूँ इसलिए क्रिकेट की वैसे वीडियो मैं अपलोड कर सकता हूँ शॉर्ट मतलब कि ये हॉकी का ये है कि लाइव चला सकता हूँ इस वजह से
And so many players have emerged from Sundargarh. There's Jamanpreet did start today.
Bro, share करती है
opponent for India in the right.
Yeah, absolutely. We know what he can do with that slap ball that is played into the D. Going aerial this time around to the left.
With the crowd behind India, they'll of course be buoyed. The spirit will be high. Harmanpreet just trying to send an aerial towards Abhishek. That's been stolen by Sheelanand. Sheelanand does very well.
Good work rate by Sheelanand, just coming back to help his defense out. That is a player down. That is Vivek Sagar Prasad. Just thought it was an unintentional hit on the head, was it?
Looks like it was Scrolls. Yes, he just raised his stick a little bit and then it hit Vivek Sagar Prasad at the back of his head.
But I'm not sure he should be holding the stick that high. Looked nasty. But Vivek is up and on his feet.
The crowd has come in its numbers to support the Indian team, and of course it's only going to get louder when India get that goal in, of course. But having said that, Odisha is a wonderful place to come and watch hockey. They understand the sport, they love the sport, and also one may say that they've also adopted some of the Belgian players as their own.
Yeah, of course they have. We did see that, especially with the players of the Kalinga Lancers.
Belgium now just biding a bit of their time. In fact, Hendricks finds Tom Bourne on the left. It's Tom Bourne. Gets past Sheelanand and trying to move forward. Looks like a free hit. Tom Bourne may have felt for a moment that they could have got an advantage. That's been hit into the circle, but Amit Rohidas, the son of Odisha, does extremely well. And India on the counter. On towards Sukhjit on the right. What are his options? He's still got the ball.
Just as Sukhjit did well, he did not have too many passing options up front. Ensured he did not lose possession of the ball. Quick change to the left. Content in bringing the ball back. Amit Rohidas finds Jarmanpreet.
Jarmanpreet once again from the right. Back towards his captain, Harmanpreet. Harmanpreet, gently we see him take his time and then just judge his options. He slaps it into the circle. A penalty corner. Sukhjit manages to win it. The pass had come in from Jarmanpreet.
Well, that is what Jarmanpreet brings into the game. That slap shot had so much of deception and pace. Finding this player in the deflected in, finding the foot of the Belgium defender. And India have their first penalty corner.
We're talking about that slap, and that has done its trick with Sukhjit just trying to get it towards Vivek Sagar Prasad. Craig Fulton will be extremely happy with this, and it's going to be Hardik to inject, and the two men on the batteries, it's going to be Harmanpreet Singh and Amit Rohidas. Let's see where they will go. Generally, Amit Rohidas goes for a hit, not so much a flick. They will go to Harmanpreet, goes for the drag flick, and it's going to be another penalty corner.
You want to take
Looked
yes or no?
a little high.
Yes or no?
They would want to refer it for height and dangerous play, I think.
Yeah, okay. Sean?
Go ahead, Tim.
I've given a penalty corner for hitting the body. Belgians say it is a dangerous shot. Can you please check that to me?
Yeah.
Dangerous.
But that was just on the knee roll, I thought.
Tim,
Yes.
I have advice for you. The ball was dangerous. You can restart with a free out and Belgium keep their referral.
All right, thank you.
A good referral there by the Belgians as they managed to avert the possibility of another penalty corner. To the disappointment of the crowd, of course, but not to worry. India may get more opportunities.
Good to see the structure that the Indians are maintaining at the moment, trying to play with the full court press and force the error from Belgium. But doing well to bring the ball out are the Belgians.
Yes, a pacey pass forward towards Lucas Balthazar. Hendricks manages to find Van Oost. Trying to get into the circle, stopped very well by Harmanpreet.
Just that was beautifully done. He was crouching flat on the ground, stick was flat, ensured he protected his feet, got it on the stick. But then, after all the hard work, a tame turnover to the Belgians.
We had a look at the Indian team practice yesterday ahead of the Argentina-Belgium game. There was a good split in the squad where they were divided into two teams, a competitive match, not at full strength of course, but they could see that they were trying out various tactics in attack and in defense.
Just think at the moment the Indians are not being effective enough in double teaming. Great steal and space for the Indians.
Yes, it is Arijit Singh Hundal, the tallest Indian on the park, but gives it away there. He was just trying to get it towards Hardik, but there was no energy on the pass.
Yes, a very poor turnover. You do not want to concede something like that.
It's a diving effort, but could not stop that pass. Now Belgium coming in from the right. Jordan. Oh, misdirected pass there. It was Hugo Labouchere. Well, a slew of rolling substitutions coming in for India. Arijit Singh Hundal just heading out alongside Harmanpreet and others. Vivek Sagar Prasad is in. Also, you can see Jugraj is also in.
Just think Hardik should be playing a little more midfield. At the moment, he's playing too deep in India's territory. He is best when he controls the midfield.
Oh, absolutely. We saw him perform extremely well during the Asia Cup. In the midfield particularly, he was like the link between the defense and, of course, the attack, which is what is expected of the midfielder. But something that one would have noticed yesterday during the Indian practice session as well, that in that practice game, he was playing in defense, but right now on the offense.
Well, that's what he brings into the game when he transfers from a defensive position into an attacking position. It was Hardik on the ball, but he just thought he got stuck in two options and did not decide on which of them he wanted to take. Look at that for a run. Great body position, scanning his passing options. He had one on the right and one on the left, but in the end, found the Belgian.
We are now just 10 minutes past in this game, and you can see that it's been very competitive. Both teams going hard. Belgium may just have the advantage, is it? And that's been deflected out of play. It's going to be a long corner for Belgium. It was Yashdeep Sivaj, the youngster, who's just made a comeback into the team.
It was great positioning from Yashdeep Sivaj, taking the hot line. The ball that is played direct towards the goal. Now Belgium with space on the right.
Yes, into the circle. Suraj Karkera tries to deflect it away. Labouchere was in position. India living a little dangerously there, but ultimately managed to avert that attack. It's going to be Jugraj. Manages to find Hardik. Hardik towards Rohidas.
Just thought it was beautifully done by India under pressure. They were. Amit Rohidas carrying the ball himself, had a passing option. Doesn't have to do that.
Meanwhile, there is a green card. We'll just have confirmation for you as to which player is going to spend a couple of minutes on the naughty step.
Well, I think that was Amit Rohidas. Belgium now with the D, inside the D, goes with the tomahawk. Good defensive work by Jugraj. That was timely tackle. Amit Rohidas, that is with a 2-minute suspension.
It's India down to 10 men. Just earlier, a good bit of work from Jugraj trying to block that. He's tough as nails. Now with 10 men on the park, India just seem to be in a bit of a deep defense mode.
Yes, they will just have to increase their work rate. And the ball played into the D. A long corner is what they earn. Belgium.
Tried to get that into the circle there. It was Arthur de Sloever. Hendricks, Belgium just biding their time as they have numerical superiority at the moment. De Sloever.
Very patient in attack are the Belgians at the moment. Indian defense holding a good line. Still in play.
Abhishek was just trying to steal that one, unsuccessful as the ball remains with the Belgians, who continue to maintain that patient approach. Now Hendricks into the circle, onto the foot of Hardik, and that's a penalty corner.
Well, a soft one to concede. Hardik will be disappointed. That was the chance for Belgium. Karkera made the save, and look at that for a follow-up. Just ran into him. And Tombone, that was with a tomahawk. And look at that for a tackle from Jugraj. And the ball played into the D from Hendricks. Hardik will be disappointed. Just finding his foot and conceding a soft penalty corner under the circumstances.
Yes, he was absolutely admonishing himself. Hardik sets very high standards for himself. But here's an opportunity for Belgium, and it's going to be Tombone and Alexander Hendricks on the two batteries. He'll go to Tombone, goes for the hit, that's gone out wide.
Just trying to catch them by surprise this time around were the Belgians on the penalty corner routine. Played in, and Tombone this time going with a hit. Just thought Suraj Karkera had that covered nonetheless.
So India have averted the possibility of 2 goals. Meanwhile, they are back to 11 men. Amit Rohidas's green card is clear. He has spent his 2 minutes on the bench. So they are back. India are back to 11 men.
Doing well, Belgium. They were under a little bit of pressure. Now space on the right. Being patient. With less than a minute to play in the first quarter.
Yes, we are now heading into the last 30 seconds, and what a quarter it's been in terms of the effort put in by both teams, particularly Belgium, who continue to threaten the Indians, moving into the circle. A bit of a scramble there, and India will manage a free out.
Again, had superior numbers in defense. Indian held the area and lines well. Harmanpreet will be in no hurry to play this out.
Goes for the aerial ball straight towards Alexander Hendricks, who also plays another aerial. That's the end of the first quarter. In a quarter where we saw a total of 3 penalty corners, the supportive home crowd haven't had a lot to cheer. But it's been good competitive hockey as India begin their FIH Pro League campaign. So at the end of the first quarter, India 0, Belgium 0.
Chances. Yes, Tipsiwaj reading that line well and picking it out. Space on the right. And Suraj Karkera called into action, did well to just bat it away. And the Indian defense stood strong. Then a soft penalty corner to concede. Tombone going with a hit. Just went wide. They just thought it was pretty even for both the teams in the first quarter. Both of them created the chances, but neither could make it count.
यार लाइव को शेयर कर दो अगर कोई देख रहा है तो इधर
If you're ever in
लाइव को शेयर करो
Rourkela, you'll
ब्रो
consider it a privilege to be here because it offers you the great opportunity to be here in this wonderful stadium. And
बदर
right
लाइव
now,
को शेयर कर देना
it's
यार
really
स्ट्रीम
filled
को
with supportive Indian fans. And there seems to be a change in goal now for India with Pawan of Haryana coming on to the field of play. And that is something that India have done, of course, over the years where they've continued to give their number 2 goalkeeper as many opportunities, which is why even in the presence of Srijesh, the others were ready.
Yeah, and that's how you build your team and your goalkeepers. And over a period of time, we have seen that there are a few contenders for the goalkeeper spot on the Indian team.
With this start and an aerial ball in towards Jugraj, manages to intercept it well with Tombone right behind him. Just pushed along the sideline. Now India trying to hold on to the ball. Jugraj with the aerial. Intended towards Jarmanpreet.
Pulled up by the umpire for not being the 5 meters. Arthur Van Doren on the ball. Patient in the build-up at the moment.
It's the kind of patience that they had to show yesterday as well when they were tested by the Argentinians. Get into the circle. Yashdeep Siraj does well. Manages to deflect it outside the circle.
They're just great lines taken by Yashdeep Siraj. This is the second time he was plugging out that ball that was played into the DA. Belgium, meanwhile, with some space on the right.
Yes, it was really close, but that's been averted by India as they tried to move forward via Shilanand Lakra. Trubeck. Van Doren into the circle towards his opposite number. Harmanpreet manages to deflect it out. Let's have a look at what happened earlier. It was a close opportunity for Belgium.
And they just thought it was good defensive work too. That was Pawan had to make that save. That was played from inside the D. Close quarters, did well to pad it away.
Yes, a good start there for Pawan. Suraj just having a bit of a breather now. In the current squad, Suraj Karkera is the #1 goalkeeper. Just at the time, the way India had got so many men back in the circle to defend, that there were so many bodies in the way, it was very difficult to spot that ball from where we are sitting.
Yeah, and credit to India, I think the way they are playing in defense, they have a role and they know what to do.
Arthur Van Doren with that aerial ball, received well by Tom Bone, who tries to get into the circle. Again, just biding their time, just trying to fashion that attack. Now it's Hendricks. Passes it across towards Duwekot. Duwekot now close. Pawan comes forward. It was raised. It could have been a close opportunity. Foubert was waiting.
Well, Pawan gave him the charge, but the danger's not done. Hardik now on the ball. Turnover. Belgium still applying the pressure.
Which is why the crowd is a little quiet with Belgium applying that pressure. And that's something that Shane McLeod had said earlier in the coach's interview with you, that we'd like to keep them quiet.
And so far they have done that. But it only needs a goal from India to make that change.
Yes. Now, meanwhile, a penalty corner. The offense may have happened outside the circle, but it's compelling enough for a penalty corner to be awarded.
Well, I just think it's another soft penalty corner to concede. You do not want to concede a penalty corner. This was the earlier chance that Belgium created. Pawan gave them the charge, and Tom Bone, very aware to the situation, just tried to lob it over him. And then, for that uncalled tackle, a penalty corner to Belgium.
And now Belgium, with their ever-powerful batteries, the two castles. It's going to be Alexander Hendricks and Tom Bone. Tom Bone is on the first battery, fresh off a hat-trick from yesterday. Alexander Hendricks also got his name onto the scoreboard yesterday. They will go towards Hendricks. Hendricks, and that's been saved away by Pawan. What a wonderful save, and he punches the air in delight.
And why not? That will give his confidence a whole lot of good. Meanwhile, Belgium are not done. Played into the deep. Pawan pads it away. Hardik on the ball. Under a little bit of pressure. Did well. Abhishek cutting inside, creating some space for himself. Forced to go back.
Harmanpreet towards Hardik, and just as Pawan saved that one and punched the air, you could just hear the crowd roar in delight as well. Let's have a look at that. That was
Alexander Hendricks going to the right. And kept it out.
Meanwhile, yeah, let's have a look at that. Pass coming in, but a little bit far away for Arijit Singh Hundal, and if it's far away for him, someone like him, no one's going to get there.
Well, the idea was good, the lead run was good, but just the direction of the ball.
So India did well in that quick transition as well. One of the philosophies that India have adopted is defend to counter, and could just see a little bit of that there.
But along with that, it will do them good if they can retain possession of the ball. At the moment, they are not having enough of the ball. India, and it's Belgium who are calling pretty much the shots early in the second quarter.
Yes, India have managed to avert those Belgium opportunities. Now towards Sanjay. Sanjay tries to hit that and slap that in. Doesn't go past the defender.
Looking to me, that was a forced ball by Sanjay. And now trying to do it again. All they get is a long corner.
Yes, they were just trying to get that hit in. Into the circle. Misdirected pass there by Mandeep.
The idea was just... But the Belgian defense very alert to that ball played in.
Yes, just the way that Argentina started off yesterday, it was a bit of a wake-up call for the Belgium defense, and they have been alive and kicking ever since then. It was just that first quarter that they would like to erase from memory yesterday, but all's well that ends well for them. Even Tom Bones said yesterday he was particularly happy with the fact the way the team showed character after a poor start.
Meanwhile, Belgium here with some numbers in attack. It's a 3v3 situation, space on the left. Played across Pawan, again doing exceedingly well to close him down. And India survive a scare.
Yes, it was Guillaume Ella who actually created that opportunity and saw Krols in front of him. That was Guillaume. Amit Rohidas in front of him, Krol coming in.
I just thought Amit Rohidas took a good position to force the ball to be played wide. And look at Pawan, read the situation so well and just closed him down.
A good confident start for the young Pawan as well, trying to cement his spot in the Indian lineup. Has been a part of the Indian team earlier, has played the Pro League in an earlier edition, given away by Harmanpreet. To Tom Bone, towards Krols. Now Onana goes for the hit, and that's the first goal for Belgium. It happened in quick transition and Belgium go 1-0 up.
Well, that is what we spoke about, the pace in which they come into attack. The Belgians are given a chance, and that was a tame turnover from Harmanpreet, conceding the ball, and it was a 2v1 situation. And easily done in the end. Pawan had absolutely no chance. Onana looking up, seeing Pawan committing to the side, and then just going to the far post with a slap shot. Belgium draw first blood.
Oh, wonderful goal in quick transition, pass by Krols, and then Onana with the finishing touches does extremely well. A well-earned goal there by Belgium. It's just a culmination of all the efforts that they've put in so far. There's the goal scorer, Onana, just sitting out for the moment. It's his first goal in the Rourkela leg of the FIH Pro League 2025-2026. So India, of course, now
team ko share kar do, like
feeling a bit of the pressure in front of a supportive home crowd, which has gone quiet for the moment. And they start once again with Neelakanta Sharma.
Harmanpreet will be disappointed with that effort of his. But now, India have a game to chase.
Well, they are called the Red Lions for good reason, because of the way that they pounced on the prey on that occasion. It was given away by Harmanpreet and they just pounced on it. It was that window of opportunity, hit into the circle, and it's a crowd goal. No deflection in the circle.
We saw what Amit Rohidas was trying to do, just force the ball with a hit. We know he has a good hit, but pretty much a standing defense. You're not going to get too much out of that.
Alexander Hendricks, good bit of stick work. Towards Ella Guillaume, does well to keep it in. Now towards Duvekot. Duvekot trying to get into the circle.
Just thought Harmanpreet did well to stop the move. Long corner. is what they get now, Belgium.
Yes, Belgium have really worked hard today to win that first goal for themselves. Now with this long corner, still in a threatening position, Balthazar starts and passes it back towards Arthur Van Doren. It's just the way that Belgium have turned up when compared to yesterday. They've looked far more clinical today than they were yesterday.
Well, they've learned fast from the mistakes they've done yesterday. Meanwhile, good bit of play by Rajinder.
Rajinder manages to get that forward. India will get that free hit. Meanwhile, Arijit Singh Hundar goes out and Sukhjit comes in his place. Now towards Jarmanpreet. Chukraj to Amit Rohidas. Now what should be the Indian plan?
Well, they just need to be patient in attack. You do not want to force. There is no cushion in modern day hockey. You don't want to keep doing that and conceding team turnovers. But Rajinder now with the ball, trying to force it in. And Belgium come away with it.
Oh, that's a wonderful pass off the reverse towards Tom Bone across the field. Into the circle, getting into position was Victor Fubek. But wasn't able to get that deflection in towards the goal. That was the wonderful pass that went towards Tom Bone.
That was Arno van Dazzle with that reverse hit. What a pass that was to pick out Tom Bone. Beautifully done. And just not getting enough of a stick on that deflection.
Yes, it was a good chance there for Victor Fubek. The last time these two teams played, as a reminder, was at the Sultan Azlan Shah Cup final in Malaysia late last year. Sheelanand hits it into the circle. Abhishek was getting into position. A little bit too quick.
He was in a good position, Abhishek. A good ball played across the face of the goal.
The crowd are waiting for that first goal here in Rourkela from the Indian stick, of course. They've already been treated to a good display by the Belgians. And of course, it's a very knowledgeable crowd here in Odisha overall. You go to Bhubaneswar, you come here to Rourkela, and you'll find people understanding hockey, learning its nuances as well. Good pass forward for Belgium in a threatening position. Now towards Krols. Krols goes for it, but that's been deflected out.
Timely tackle, that was again beautifully done. Belgium have a long corner. Unmarked on the top of the circle, but closed down well by Vivek Sagar Prasad. They have numbers coming in attack.
Yes, goes towards Abhishek, who was to his left. Abhishek goes for the aerial ball in towards Sukhjit. Sukhjit goes for it, but it's out wide. Abhishek and Sukhjit understand each other's game very well, and you could see that there.
Just applauding that pass was Sukhjit, and here's the try from Belgium. Look at that for a tackle, timely done. Shilan Lakra that was, and Abhishek, great vision with the aerial ball. Sukhjit brought it down well, just not getting the angle right on the try on goal.
Yes, and Loic Van Doren had actually gotten that near post as well, so he was in good position. And also talking about the way that Sukhjit and Abhishek have played, they have a wonderful combination. Have played a lot of age group hockey together, even departmental hockey. Also play for the same team in the HIL. Meanwhile, Belgium building up another attack into the circle. Harmanpreet showing some good 3D skills to get that out.
Yeah, did well. Harmanpreet still under a little bit of pressure. Hemmed down by three of the Belgians, but did well to get a foul. Great skills, 3D skills, very composed was he. Did the right thing of taking it out of the G.
Yes, Harmanpreet, the captain, often in a team when, say you're trailing, you're looking at your captain for that confidence, his body language, what he seems to suggest. Now he's just going to try for the aerial ball. As you know, he's going to go for Amit Rohidas. Remember that Harmanpreet actually had given that ball away, which eventually led to the Belgian goal. So he will do well to forget that, move on with it. We've got a long road ahead in this match.
Yeah, and he will not like to be reminded about that incident. But now India with the ball going aerial into the D.
Sheelanand Lakra manages to collect it. The aerial ball had come in from Yashdeep Sivaj. Now it's Sanjay. Sanjay just almost boxed out. He's going to manage to retain the ball towards Hardik. Hardik sends it into the circle. And Neelakanta Sharma was trying to go for it. A penalty corner for India. The crowd rose in delight.
Well, good passage of play for the Indian team. Hardik was to play the ball into the D. And then a try on goal, finding the foot. India have their second penalty corner. Hardik played into the D. Did not get enough purchase on that. But finding the foot. And can India make this count?
It looks like it hit the foot of Oliver Beacons. Now the crowd waiting, holding its breath. Hardik goes towards the ball to inject the ball. It's the same battery when compared to the first penalty corner. Harmanpreet on the first, Amit Rohidas on the second. They're going to go for Amit Rohidas, goes for the hit, in towards the defense. It's the first goal towards India. India have opened their account in the FIH Pro League 2025-26 and the much-needed equalizer has come.
Sheelanand Lakra, that was just bounced onto that rebound after Amit Rohidas took the hit. Caught them by surprise with the hit. Hardik with the injection went to Amit Rohidas, rolled the ball in, took a hit, and look at that, just spun around Sheelanand Lakra and went with a hit. India have drawn level.
And you could see that Louis Van Doren was already down on the floor as the back postman went towards Sheelanand Lakra. The ball in fact deflected off the goalkeeper, and India have gotten that equalizer, the flag flying high. All high fives in the dugout, of course. Sheelanand Lakra now spending a bit of time on the bench, out as a rolling substitute. The goal scorer. Now what would be the Belgian response?
India will be happy with themselves the way they've come back. The dying moments of the second quarter. Going with the aerial was Harmanpreet, beautifully done by Sanjay. He has Rajinder on the right.
Goes for the aerial ball towards Arijit Singh Hundal, but it's been intercepted by the Belgian defender.
Yeah, Hundal needed to be 5 meters away when the aerial ball was played. It was the Belgian defender first under the ball. And that is pretty much the second quarter.
It's been an enthralling first half where Belgium generally have had the upper hand, but the scoreboard would suggest otherwise, that it's been even Stevens, thanks to that goal by Sheelanand Lakra. India have been made to work hard, and that hard work has meant that they've equalized. So at halftime, India won and Belgium won. What a wonderful atmosphere here at the Birsa Munda Hockey Stadium. It's India 1, Belgium 1 at halftime. The first half has entertained. Belgium played some quality hockey. India were made to work hard. But India responded by getting that goal in the dying minutes of the first half. So Sandeep, how do you look at that first half?
I just thought in the second quarter, Belgium were the better team. They dominated. The first quarter was pretty even Stevens. It was Jarmanpreet early in the first quarter playing that into the D. And off the first penalty corner, pulled off a dangerous play. Then Belgium kept the pressure on. Defended well by Yasdeep Siwaj, taking the line well. Created some chances along the right. Suraj Karkera, that was brought into action, did well to pad it away. Good defensive play by India at that point. Hendricks played it in, finding the foot of Hardik. And off the penalty corner, Tom Bowen going with a hit. Went wide. They continue to create the chances. And Suraj Karkera, it was again padding it away. Pawan in the second quarter came into the goal. Did well to close him down. A soft penalty corner to concede. Hendricks with a flick. Pawan with a save. And was he excited or what after that? Belgium continued to put the pressure. Pawan doing well again. And then of this little mistake, it was a 2v1 situation. Open space for Onana, and with a slap, got Belgium the first goal in the second quarter.
Yes, and Belgium were continuing to apply that pressure after getting that. This was a chance for Krols, but good bit of defensive work from Sheelanand Lakra. This was another great chance for India. A good pass from Abhishek to Sukhjit, just going wide. Then ultimately a penalty corner won by India. And this is what happened.
It was Amit Rohidas going with a hit, and Sheelanand Lakra just pounced onto it. Ever so alert was he. Came off the charger stick, just spun around and slotted home to get India the equalizer. And at halftime, 1 goal apiece.
Yes, and let's have a look at the statistics so far. As you can see, the possession, Belgium have got it slightly better for themselves. But circle entries there, Sandeep, quite a compelling number, 17 versus 3.
It just shows how dominant Belgium have been as far as the circle entries and possession is concerned. But having said that, credit to the Indian defense to ensure that they have kept the defense tight.
And credit to the fans as well, bringing out those dance moves. Sandeep, do you want to join them?
Yeah, no, I do not want to shake a leg here, but I'll tell you what, if you're not entertained by the hockey, you're definitely entertained by the dancing crowd in Rourkela.
Oh yes, and we could see that the fans were coming in their numbers, and right now the crowd has in fact come in. And let's have a look at that. Well, it's all fun and games. Someone loses a tooth, then it's hockey. Wow. It's all in the spirit of the game, isn't it?
Well, you didn't want to lose a tooth playing hockey. But yes, they are absolutely enjoying themselves.
Yeah, we are here in the city of Rourkela with the largest bucketed seat stadium here in the world for hockey. And which is why this huge crowd has gotten the opportunity to come here and support the Indian team. And it's a party atmosphere as well, because the lights go off, then the crowd switches on their phone torches as well, illuminating the stadium, bringing alive an atmosphere that is ever so unique here in Rourkela. But lighting up the scoreboard is Tom Bowen, once again, just carrying on from last year, isn't he?
Well, carrying on from last year, carrying on from the Hockey India League. He's just, the good thing about him is he gets you the fields goals, he gets you the penalty corner goals, and also from the penalty stroke. So that's what makes him so very special.
Yes, he's the FIH World Player of the Year for good reason. So those are the hero top scorers for you. Thomas Domene is, of course, only a goal behind, and Tom Bowen's compatriot Alexander Hendricks is third on that list as well. A good bit of hair though there. Wonder how he's managed to get that in today. What matters is the name on the front of the jersey. That is India. Suraj Karkera is now back after half-time in the second quarter. We had seen Pawan taking his place. Great to see young kids come in as well. I'm sure some of them will be really inspired to pick up the hockey stick, go out there and play as well.
Absolutely, and this is the area where so much of hockey is played.
Yes, some of our officials as well. We've got the reserve umpire, Christy Robertson. Mandeep Singh hasn't had a lot to do today. Only 3 circle entries for India so far. One of them, of course, converted into a goal thanks to a penalty corner which was hit by Amit Rohidas. You can see the tricolour everywhere thanks to some face paint, a few headbands, flags out there as well. And right here from the commentary box window, in the opposite stand, I can see one gentleman who has in fact painted his body in the tricolour.
Well, that's the love they have for this game and for this nation. India will push back in the second half.
Yes, that pushback coming off the stick of Vivek Sagar Prasad. And Vivek Sagar Prasad manages to win the ball again in midfield. Goes for the aerial ball out towards Rajinder. Rajinder gets it into the circle and has been deflected away by Loic Van Doren.
Well, Loic Van Doren was in a good position in the goal. Did well to just palm it away. Good early pressure exerted by the Indian team.
You want to make a statement up front, and that's what India have done in the early minute of this second half. Meanwhile, we'd just like to tell you, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in India, you can join in the conversation with us. Join us on social media. We've got the FIH Instagram account as well, alongside the Hockey India Instagram account. Let's have a look at some of the highlights, comment on the goals that you like, and use the hashtag FIH Pro League.
Good bit of play from Belgium. Changing the point of attack from left to right.
Holding on to the right for now. Maxime Van Oost hits it into the circle, stopped there by Harmanpreet, who manages to deflect it away towards Abhishek.
A great line held by Harmanpreet. He stood right in the hot line, picked out the ball beautifully. And now just a tame turnover. Arthur Van Doren on the ball. Plays infield.
There's the goal scorer on your screen. He was there momentarily, Sheelanand Lakra. Belgium just holding on to the ball, and that's something that we have seen in the first half as well. Courtesy the 53% possession that they have recorded.
Yeah, that's also because at the moment India are sitting with a very deep defense, just trying to crowd the area out. Probably just what they would also want to do is force the error and close them down.
Stolen away well by India. It's Rajinder looking for options, goes towards Jugraj. Once again, Rajinder from the right loses it.
He just lost out on pace, I thought, but Rajinder did well to play the ball in the midfield and continued his run to create space up front. And that at times is the best way when a midfielder can get the ball, play the ball and create space up front by continuing his run.
And that's something that we have seen from Rajinder as well over the years that he's played for India. In fact, during the lockdown time when he was training, he also managed to get in touch with Sardar Singh and trained a lot with him as well.
Yeah, and that is showing on the field with Rajinder. Meanwhile, there is a good switch ball to the left, but just finding the foot. Hardik now on the ball. Just had a little too much going over the sideline.
Mandeep stepping away for now. There's Rajinder Singh. Just wants to emulate what his idol Sardar did for India for many, many years. He's one of the prime players for India a decade ago. Belgium once again trying to fashion an attack. Tommy Willems. Start today, but in the thick of things at the moment.
Harjit Singh Huddal, that was coming back into defense and helping out, did well. Belgium now putting the pressure on India. Harmanpreet on the ball. Good switch to the right, Harmanpreet.
Harmanpreet moving in from the right, looking for options. Slaps that forward towards Hundal, who directs it into the circle. Not very close to Karthi Selvam, who's come onto the field.
Well, the idea was great, Harmanpreet. Again with that slap shot. Look at that for deception. Harjit Singh Hundal just didn't get the angle of the deflection right. Karthi was in a good position, but the ball just didn't come to him.
In fact, as we see Karthi on the field, it's an important tournament for Karthi because he has been trying to cement his spot in the Indian team for a few years, but has been in and out. He can put in an now meanwhile, Belgium into the circle, kicked away by Suraj Karkera. The initial deflection coming off the stick of Harmanpreet.
Yeah, he took a good line, Harmanpreet, but wasn't able to stop that clean. Karkera just cleaned up. Meanwhile, Belgium with some space on the right, totally unmarked. Is he playing it across the face of the goal, but brought out well.
It was Oliver Beacons, in fact. Now Belgium once again towards Oliver Beacons. Beacons gets that in towards Balthazar, but Balthazar puts it out.
Balthazar just got that angle wrong in the last try. Harmanpreet, that was initially deflected off his ball. Karkera read it well. And then open space for him on the right. Picked up well by Sanjay. Just the last pass. Karkera, I thought, stood tall and did well.
As you said, Karkera read it well. He's known to read a lot of books as well. If you check out his social media, he shares the books that he reads. An avid reader, and also important for him to read the play before it happens.
Yeah, so crucial for the goalkeepers, is it not, to understand the situation and read and call.
Finally, India getting another circle penetration, but they had gotten one actually in the first minute after the resumption of play. Oliver Beacons. So Beacons was in a couple of good positions for Belgium from the right in the last couple of slap that he got past Pawan. Pawan had absolutely no opportunity. That was the first goal of the day today. Bit of a scramble in the midfield. It's Krols versus Vivek Sagar Prasad. Krols prevails, takes the ball forward. Now once again, Tom Bone goes for the reverse. A penalty corner straight onto the legs of Amit Rohidas.
Well, Tom Bone, that is what he can do. We haven't seen too much of him in the game, but then when he gets the ball, he can create some magic. Looking up, played well with the tomahawk, lined up well, and Amit Rohidas did well to close him down. Finding his foot, and Belgium with their fourth penalty corner.
Well, takes that onto the foot. The Indian crowd, well, they've got to see their team try and defend and thwart this challenge from Belgium once again. It's going to be Hendricks on the first battery, Tom Bone on the second. Amit Rohidas had taken it on his foot and potentially as the first rusher may have to take it on his foot yet again. Let's see what happens. Duvekot with the injection. in towards Hendricks. It's been deflected away from the goal line by Jarmanpreet. Good work.
Just saved by Suraj Karkera on the goal, and Jarmanpreet, I thought, did clean up Hendricks switching batteries, and beautifully done by both of them, Karkera and Jarmanpreet.
A good save there by Suraj. Suraj Karkera was a part of the Asia Cup squad as well, has been in the scheme of things.
Well, they swapped positions at the top of the circle. Hendricks going to the second battery, and Karkera and Jarmanpreet teaming up well to keep the ball out.
So far, India have done well in terms of defending those penalty corners. Pawan had made a great save in the second quarter, and now it was Suraj with that save, and then the ultimate clean-up job by Jarmanpreet. Jarmanpreet with the ball, tries to slap that forward, and Sheelanand just not able to control the pace on that one.
Well, I just thought that was a great ball played in by Jarmanpreet. Sheelanand not able to keep it in play. Belgium will start from deep in their own half. India trying to put the pressure, channelizing them to one side of the field.
Now from the right, hit away. A bit of a scramble. Now still in a dangerous position there. Onana, the goal scorer, manages to get a free hit. Still with the ball, Belgium into the circle. The options were there, deflected away once again into the circle. A free hit just outside. Now Duvekot with the ball, with Rohidas right next to him, in towards Harmanpreet, who will just loft it outside, and India thwart that attack.
Anywhere will do for the moment for Harmanpreet, and that is what he did. Just threw it out with the aerial. But now India under the pump at the moment.
Under the pump and tested, because Belgium have given them a real workout. It's a workout at the beginning of the FIH Pro League 2025-26 campaign. Now into the circle. Almost into the circle, that is. They'll get a free hit. Stolen away very well by Sheelanand. He's been the player to watch for India today.
Yeah, he has been lively, Sheelanand, doing well to come back and help out in defense. Latched onto it, and then a little body tackle. India with the free hit, choosing to play from back. Yasdeep onto Jugraj, trying to find Hardik, going over the sideline.
In the midfield, Sukhjeet tries to steal, not able to get that in convincingly, which is why Belgium get the ball back. Now building in from the left. Passes towards Duvekot. Duvekot once again in a threatening position. Goes for the head, but deflected off the Indian stick. It was Yashdeep Sewaj. A long corner for Belgium.
Well, did well, Yashdeep Sewaj, and I think Yashdeep Sewaj and Jarmanpreet, that was just closing him down.
Belgium once again biding their time. This is what they have done in this match, of course, and something that they did yesterday as well. When they were under the pump, now trying to inject it into the circle. It was the youngster Labuschagne. In a good position, but that deflection, it came outside the circle. Duvekot did not manage to get a stick in.
Well, India will do well to try and retain the ball now. Just played into the D. Good awareness by Suraj Karkera. Just let it go through with some space in the midfield. Neelkanta Sharma playing wide to Harjit Singh Hundal. Hundal plays it into the D. Just Abhishek not able to control that.
Yes, Abhishek was in fact in a very good position, but not able to control that. It could have been a great chance for India. But now Harjit Singh Hundal once again trying to take the ball forward.
Just a little more than 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hardik looking for his passing options. Finds Neelkanta Sharma. into the D. Belgium come out with it. Hardik again. Some great wizardry. Hardik Singh with a vertical tomahawk. Saved well.
Yes, Loic Van Doren, it lobbed towards him, but he showed good awareness to deflect the ball away in a position where there was no Indian player to collect that one. Nilakanta Sharma towards Jograj. Jograj slaps that forward, in towards the right. Hit into the circle, deflected out of play by Arthur Van Doren.
Sanjay with some space on the right that was trying to lay it across the face of the goal. They have a long corner played into the D. And Belgium will come out with a free hit.
Let's have a look at what happened earlier, Sandeep. What do you make of this?
Hardik Singh Hundal just trying to find Abhishek in the D. I just thought he had the ball too close to his body when he tried to trap and not crouching enough. I thought it was he. But India now, Hardik going with the aerial ball to Abhishek inside the D, brought on well.
Into the D, Van Doren comes forward. Van Doren showing good awareness there.
Yeah, he read the situation well. He just closed him down. And how good an aerial ball was that from Hardik. On the move, brought on well by Abhishek. And just look at the defensive work from the Belgians. He's hemmed on by three of them. Not really giving him any space. Now Hardik Singh Hundal with the ball. Gets the free hit.
A lot more energy from India now. You can see that India have managed to get a few attacks in the last couple of minutes there, Sandeep.
Sanjay again with the aerial to Jarmanpreet inside the D. Trying to play it with the reverse. They will have to quickly get this into the D. India with less than 6 seconds to play in the quarter.
But that should be it. So India just bringing to life during the dying minutes of this third quarter. It's still a stalemate. It's 1-1. The crowd may be quiet, but the hockey on the field of play has been engaging, particularly from the Belgians. And as you can see on the screen, at the end of the third quarter, it's a stalemate. India 1, Belgium 1.
Yeah, that's the Indian team with instructions from the coach. A quick look at the highlight of the third quarter. India had early of the exchanges played in from the right side. The save had to be made. Jarmanpreet then with a slap ball into the D. Deflected well, but just not able to find Karthi. Meanwhile, Belgium, I thought, created more chances and clearer chances. But then the defensive structure of India in the deep defense doing well. Tom Bone with a try coming off Amit Rohidas for a penalty corner. Hendricks went with a flick and beautifully saved by Jarmanpreet and Suraj Karkera. Created a chance again for themselves. Belgium, a good defensive work. And towards the end of the quarter, India came alive. Hardik playing it to Hardik Singh Hundal. And then with his aerial ball to Abhishek. Again, I just thought it was great defensive work by the Belgians. And at the end of the third quarter, 1 goal apiece.
You can see that Chak De India written on the gentleman's body, and the same song is playing here in the stadium. For all our viewers joining us from across the globe, Chak De India was, of course, a movie that was released in the 2000, which was based on hockey, and it sort of created a wave of popularity for the sport once again. And it's sort of become an anthem across sport for India, more so here on the field of hockey. Vivek Sagar Prasad starts off the most decisive quarter in this match.
Beautiful ball played in by Hardik on the right. Forced to go back. Vivek Sagar Prasad on the ball, plays it into the D. Wasted ball over the baseline, and Belgium will start with a free hit. Greg Fulton, the coach, obviously not happy with that effort.
But India somehow have sprung to life towards the end of that third quarter. Will have to maintain that and show more consistency, isn't it?
Well, I just think it is a work rate that is going to be exhibited by the forwards, coming back into defense and helping out.
Van Doren and company just showing that patience as well. Remember, yesterday, going into the fourth quarter, they were once again level with Argentina. It was 3 apiece.
It was 3 apiece, and this just got 2 goals in the last quarter to end the match on 5-3. Belgium with space on the right, rolled onto his foot, and India will start with a free hit.
There's Neelakanta Sharma, who's waiting to come onto the field of play. Fubeck, the Belgium players. Another player who's been very impressive for Belgium today has been Oliver Beekens.
Has made himself available to receive the ball. Jarmanpreet again with a slap shot, not finding his player. It was intended for Sukhjit in the D. Not to be. Belgium patient in their build-up. Hendricks plays wide, space on the left.
Now into the circle, all on his own, overruns a little bit. Tom Bone isn't happy with the umpire's decision.
Well, I just thought it was great defensive work by Rajinder. He just followed Tom Bone, did not commit, did not make a tackle. There, it did seem to have come off Rajinder's stick, and that is why Tom Bone is not happy with it.
Once again, building an attack. Now into the circle. It's passed in towards Harmanpreet. In fact, manages to intercept it.
Beautiful position taken by Harmanpreet yet again. I just think the Indians are giving the Belgians a bit too much space. That's a run from the right, going with one hand and playing across the face of the goal. And look at Harmanpreet, brought it out beautifully.
There's a green card for India. We will give you confirmation of that very soon. So India down to 10 men now. This is the fourth quarter. It's 1 apiece. It's Sukhjit who's got to spend a couple of minutes on the bench.
Well, I'm not sure what happened. I didn't see that. Then India reduced to 10 now. Seem to be opting for a few of the aerial balls in this last quarter. India. Hardik chooses to go aerial again. Rajinder brings it down. Jarmanpreet changing the point of attack. Jugraj plays it on to Harman, slapped across, nobody to pick it up.
Yes, it was hit a little too well. There's Sukhjit, the number 34 from India, the striker, sitting out for a couple of minutes, which means India now down to 10 men. So Belgium might just try to use this window of opportunity, having that numerical superiority in their favor. Also, just as a reminder for all our viewers, in the FIH Pro League matches, if it's tied at the end of full time, then remember, we go into a shootout. Belgium have already played a shootout in this edition of the FIH Pro League. It was against England and they had lost that one.
Belgium at the moment being patient, not forcing the ball in, trying to create that space in the D of the Indian team. Played back.
Disluver just trying to get that past Neelakanta Sharma, who manages to intercept it. In towards Hardik. Hardik towards Sanjay.
Well, just look at the number of red shirts that are around a blue shirt player wherever they have the ball. They're really closing them fast. They are the Belgians.
Meanwhile, Sukhjit has served his 2-minute suspension, so India back to 11 men. So what's cooking there with Shane McLeod just telling Hendricks a tip or two? A team that has prided itself on excellence over the last decade, Belgium. It was a disappointing campaign for them in the 2024 Olympics, but they have done extremely well in last year's Pro League. The European Championship wasn't as memorable, but then the Sultan Azlan Shah Cup victory has certainly lifted their spirits.
Yes, indeed it has. The Azlan Shah. At the moment, Belgium really stretching the Indian defense.
There's Balthazar. Fires that in towards Tom Bone. Tom Bone has got Sheelanand right there with him, and he's stolen the ball from Tom Bone extremely well, to the cheer of the crowd as they try to build up and movement forward. Now Neelakanta Sharma gets it forward. That's a hit, but doesn't convert into a goal. It was Karthi Selvam who was in position.
Well, great, beautifully set up by Sheelanand. Look at that, Forrest Steele eliminated his defender and then found Neelakanta Sharma, played it in front for Karthi, a good pick up, and how good a tackle was that. Beautifully done.
Yes, Karthi Selvam. If he manages to get a goal for himself, then obviously it's going to lift his spirits. Someone who has really eyed and has tried to get that spot in the Indian team cemented for himself. Meanwhile, Belgium continue to threaten. Now towards Krols. Krols goes for the hit, and what a goal! What a goal! Got into the circle, gave it an almighty whack, and that's in the board, in the goal. Belgium go 2-1 up.
Kroos, the moment he received that ball, what a great position to receive that ball, and how well did he do it? Just let it roll across to the right side, and there, look at that for a pass on the wrong foot. One touch into the D, nobody closing him down, and a very difficult angle for any goalkeeper to keep out. Belgium have the second.
In the din of silence here in Rourkela, what echoes is the sound of the ball hitting the board in the goal. It was hit with that kind of power by Krols, as he now takes Belgium ahead with 7 minutes to go. Thomas Krols was very impressive yesterday and manages that goal today to take Belgium 2-1 up. Now Belgium just managing to get that attack in once again. A free hit just outside the circle. And suddenly India really up against it, because with that, with the scoreline on 1-1, there was obviously the possibility of India getting that goal on the counter and going ahead. But now Belgium once again in the circle. Another hit that goes wide.
Well, just giving them too much space at the moment are the Indians. Right in central midfield, you cannot give that sort of space. Played wide. The try on goal just missing its target.
It was Guillaume Ella who had in fact gotten a goal yesterday for Belgium. Meanwhile, India just not getting the ball forward as many times as they would like.
And that's because the Belgians are closing them down fast, not really giving the Indians the passing option.
The last time India beat Belgium was during their last match of the Pro League last year. But by then, India were already out of the reckoning, having endured a poor run of form. Goes for the aerial. Balthazar not able to get towards that one, and India get the ball back. It's going to be Yashdeep Siraj who will start things again. Amit Rohidas, a bit of pressure from Duvekot. Hits that forward, but Belgium steal the ball. They've been so good in midfield. Into the circle, and not able to control that. He was getting into a good position there, Duvekot.
Arthur Van Doren looking for his passing option. A great ball played him, and so crucial when you're in the D as an attacker to pick up the ball on the reverse side. It puts you in such an advantageous position. But on that occasion, Duvekot not able to keep it under control. Hardik, hemmed on by two Belgian players, does well. Space on the right for Rajinder.
As soon as India cross over into the Belgium half, crowd gets alive. The aerial ball towards Yashdeep Siraj. He's not able to stop one.
That was a good ball played by Vivek Sagar Prasad. Had the elevation, had the distance, but just not able to bring it down. Disappointed he is.
Yeah, he was in great position and was unmarked as well, so definitely will be a little disappointed. Jasdeep Siraj. It's his 24th game for India today. Meanwhile, India managed to steal the ball back. Rajinder has been impressive, but then Belgium once again, thanks to Tommy Willems, into play. Jugraj not happy as Belgium get that free hit.
Just not playing close enough in defense are the Indians.
Belgium continuing to show that patience once again. Now Belgium just managing to get that attack in. Another circle penetration. Scrolls in a good position. Another goal for Belgium. It's Arno van Dessel who moved forward, got help from Krols, but looks like there's going to be a referral from India.
It's a 2 referral by India. I've given a goal. India asking for the ball left the field just before the goal, over the baseline.
Okay.
Can you please check that? Yeah, thank you.
So the question is whether the ball has gone past the baseline. It was Krols who got the pass, received it from Arno van Dessel. That's the point of contention.
Well, that was on the bounce. Well, they all went up. Well, very difficult to pick off from this angle.
Scrolls was in fact in a position with Van Dessel moving forward.
Well, the ball was in the air when he played it. That's not outside. That's not out. That the ball is in play. There's the bounce. To me, that would be inside.
Tim?
Yes.
There is no advice possible. You can stick with the goal and India keep their referral.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, they
So
keep
Arno van Dessel, that was, has got Belgium the third goal. Great bit of play along the right. Tudwell. He will not be happy with his effort in the goal. Pawan just going to his left. But what matters is Belgium have their third goal. And India a mountain to climb with a little more than 3 to play in the last quarter. Abhishek on the ball. Forced to go back. Vivek Sagar Prasad finds Jugraj. Amit Rohidas. Belgium content to sit back in the D. Abhishek on the ball, a heavy touch, and Belgium come away with it. Space on the right. Played down the line. Anand, first score of the first goal, hemmed down by Rajinder and Amit Rohidas. Good bit of defensive work. Amit Rohidas comes away with a free hit. Hardik. Harman plays it to Harjit Singh Hundal. Hardik. Rohidas. Back to Hardik, played into the D, deflected out. Space for Belgium in the midfield. It's an open try, played across the face of the goal. Good defensive work by India. Under the circumstances, they were outnumbered. On a long corner. Belgium all the way back. Arthur Van Doren plays right. Arthur De Sluwa, Chambon. Patient are Belgium being at the moment. India not really able to win the ball back. Tombone on the ball using the baseline. Goes into the D. Good defensive work by Amit Rohidas. Long corner. Played wide to the right. Jugraj trying to make the tackle. Finding his body and penalty corner to Belgium. It was Oliver Beacons who was on the ball. I just thought he's had a great game.
By India asking for a foot by the Belgian player. I've given a penalty corner for hitting the hand off the stick.
Okay, I'll have a look for a foot.
Thank you.
Oliver Beacons was on the ball, who I thought has had a great game. Jugraj trying to make the tackle. Just falling over and getting his body. And that is why the penalty corner was given. Did that come off the foot of Oliver Beacons?
Tim, there is no clear reason to change your decision. It's a penalty corner and India lose their referral.
All right, thank you.
Well, Belgium with their fifth penalty corner. And India have lost the referee. Tom Bourne is there on the second battery. Balthazar on the first battery. Sean McLeod will be happy with the way his team has performed in this match against India. They go to Chambon. Beautifully palmed away. Still in play. Belgium still have the ball inside the played across. Penalty corner coming off the body of Harmanpreet Singh, that was. Good injection, Chambon with a flick. Palmed away quite easily, a comfortable height. And then on the continued play, deflected off Vivek Sagar into Harmanpreet. Belgium have their sixth penalty corner. Coming off the foot of Amit Rohidas. Well,
Stop, go ahead. Yeah, I'm right. They lost it, yeah. They lost the referral, can't referral it, get it.
well, India have lost the referral, so they cannot refer this. Chambon with the injection and Amit Rohidas. India have another penalty corner to defend. They go to Bone again. Still alive, try and goal.
But you have to show goal, okay? Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sean?
Go ahead, Tim.
Team referral of Belgium. I've seen the foul here. I've slight advantage, and then the shot goes wide. Belgium asking for there's a foul here, and therefore it's no advantage. They asking for yeah. They're asking for a push here. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have a look for a push.
The ball injected and Tom Bone on the drag flick. A follow-up try. Tim Messner, the umpire, did say that he played the advantage and let him go with the try.
Tim, there is no clear reason to change your decision. It's a free out and Belgium lose their referral.
All right, thank you.
Good umpiring by Tim. He played the advantage and goal. India with less than 30 seconds to play in the last quarter will have to look for some magic to draw level. Going up. In this victory, Arthur Van Doren, the captain, did his bit in defense.